Going on, guys? Joe Munoz, OneStepPrep.com. Negative training. Is it a thing or is it not a thing? So I'll share with you almost 10 years ago, when I went and got type rated on the 7.3, I was flying a Metroliner at the time, and I wasn't really sure what to expect because I hadn't really gone to a formal type rating training. And needless to say, I started trying to get my hands on any material possible to prepare ahead of time, because the only thing I had heard from buddies of mine at the airlines is that this type rating training is tough. And of course, my experience up to that point was only 135 flying in a Metroliner, which is a different training experience, if you know what I'm talking about. And make a long story short, I start trying to get my hands on material, and everyone's kind of cautioning me because they're like, well, make sure you're not studying the wrong thing, because when you get to your type rating academy, they may have something different and you don't want negative training. This was the first time I ever heard the term negative training. And I'm like, what does that mean? What about training could be negative? I just didn't understand. And obviously what they were referring to is basically that you could be receiving some training that is not training that you really can benefit from. In fact, it'll actually hinder you because it's contrary to what your airline or the manuals of the actual company issued manuals are going to be going through. And so I bring it up in this video because frequently I've gotten emails about our content at OneStepPrep.com. Hey, I'm getting hired at United, at Southwest, at JetBlue, at Delta, at EasyJet, Ryanair. The emails come from all over the world, and I'm humbled by it. And the question is always, is it going to be negative training? That's my hesitation. And so I just want to address that and tell you, look, an A hydraulic, B hydraulic system standby on the 737 NG, or the green and the yellow and the blue on a 320, whether you're flying at EasyJet or JetBlue, it's all the same. The PTU activates the same conditions. So from a systems perspective, no negative training, because it's all the same. When you're doing sim briefing videos, V1 cut, steep turn, stall, unusual attitudes, aerodynamics is aerodynamics, folks. So when I talk about the rudder input and how that affects you aerodynamically, none of that's going to change based on what airline you fly. So the short answer, folks, if you're concerned about negative training, don't worry about it. I wish I would have had the material that we have now at OneStepPrep.com when I was going through my 7.3 training nearly 10 years ago. So if you have any concern, you can rest assured, don't lose any sleep over it. It's not going to affect you. And of course, reach out to us via the Contact Us tab, and I'd love to help you some more there. All right, Joe Munoz, OneStepPrep.com. We'll see you in another video.